Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel PG Analytics. In this video, we will understand the concept of parameter in Tableau. So parameter is very important in Tableau. It's really hard to create any dashboard without using the parameter. So it plays a very major role in dashboard. Let's understand it. So parameter is a workbook variable in Tableau, which is used to show user defined values. So let's say I want to show the values called A, B, and C. I want one drop down having these three values. Now we don't have any field in the data source which contains these three values, right? So if you want to show any value in the drop down, you can think about the filter, but you can create the filter on top of the field or the calculations. But we don't have any field which contains this value. So we cannot apply the filter. So parameter comes into the picture when you have to show user defined values. Now it can be any value. Let's say I want to show me the options called year, quarter, and month. Show me these options. Or show me any other options. Let's say countries, right? Or show me the option of reason. So reason, let's say we are not getting from the data source. I want the options in reason. So whenever you want to show any user defined values, you can create a parameter. Now how to create it? To create a parameter, you can click on this drop down and the second option here it is parameter. So click on the create parameter. The new dialog box will open. Here first you have to give it a name. So let's give it a name, same parameter 1. Now in Tableau, we have the data type to all the field. Similarly, in the parameter also, we have to select the data type. And data type here depends on what value you want to keep in the parameter. If you want to show the string value, then you will select the string data type. If you want to show the number, then you can select integer. So, or if you want to show date or other field accordingly, you can select the data type. So here I want to show the string. So I'll select the data type is a string and I'll select here is list. So in the list, I will just add A, B, and C. I want these three values in the dropdown. So I just created this parameter, click OK. Now this parameter is added. I'll right click and show parameter. It will appear in the right hand side. So now here, one more thing we have to remember here is parameter is a single selections. So at a time, you can select either A or B or C. You can select one value at a time. Now what actions you want to do after selecting the value in parameter. So what I want here is when I select A in the parameter, then I want to show the category data. When I select B in the parameter, then I want to show subcategory data. When I select C in the parameter, then I want to show the reason, right? So when I select the value in the parameter, something should happen in the sheet. So now we have to use this parameter. So to achieve it, we can write one calculation. If parameter is equal to A, right? Then select or show the category and now this condition will be true when we select A in the parameter, right? So if you select A, this condition will be true. If it is true, return the category. So let's see the output. So I'll click OK. Track this calculation. Notice right now it is B. So when I select A, I can see the category. When I select B or C, it will be blank because we have not written any condition to handle B or C. That is why it will return the null. Now I will modify the calculations. I will add more condition using else if parameter is equal to B, then return subcategory. Now this condition will be true when you select the B in the parameter. Else, if the parameter is equal to C, this condition will be true, then return the reason. So at a time, we can select one value. So from this calculation, either you will get category or subcategory or reason. Let's see the output. So if it is selected A, we are getting category. If we select B, it is showing the subcategory. If I select C, it will return the reason. So based on the value, based on the selection of value in parameter, the data is changing. So you can see now it is changing dynamically. So parameter is also used to create a dynamic dashboard, right? Here it is changing the dimensions value dynamically based on the parameter. So now we can show, let's say sales. So in this sheet, I'll just change the position. In this sheet, we can see category wise sales, subcategory wise sales, and reason wise sales. So one more point you have to remember, you have to use the parameter somewhere in your sheet. Let's say I'm not using this calculation. I'm just adding the category. Now notice nothing will happen because nowhere you are using this parameter in this sheet. Now I'll just edit the parameter. I will use that calculation to make this sheet dynamic. Now I'll modify this parameter. Now here you can see two things. One is value and second one is display as. Let's understand what is these two options. So display as means what you want to show in the drop down. So let's say instead of A, I want to show the category. Instead of B, I want to show subcategory. Instead of C, I want to show reason. So right now, the value and displays are different. So notice if I click OK, in the drop down, we are getting category, subcategory, and reason. But in the calculations, we are still using A, B, and C. The reason is the display as just used to show it in the filter, in the parameter. But behind this, the value is the actual value which you have to use in your calculations. If you change the value, let's say instead of A, I'll make it double A. Now, okay. Now the value of category is double A. But what we are using in the calculation, we are using single A. It will not match, right? When you select category, the value of category is A, double A, but here we are using single A. It will not match. It will showing the null. So it should exactly match. Now it will show the category. So remember, display as is used to just show those values in the drop down, but the actual value that you have to use in your calculation will be this value. Now, your parameter can be static and dynamic. So here we have the options fixed and when workbook opens, right? So fixed means the value of the parameter will never change. Let's understand this. So right now I just added some user defined values. Now what I want to add the value from the field. So what we can do, let's say right click on order date, create, and we can see the options parameter. So what it will do is whatever value you have in the order date will automatically add it, right? So whatever date we have, all the date will be added. Now, when you keep this option as fixed, which means the data in this parameter will be fixed. It will never be changed. Even you got the new data in your data source, this parameter will continue to show the same date. Whereas if I select the second option, which is when workbook opens, now we have the options to select the field. These options will make this parameter is dynamic. So what actually it will do is in the backend. So when we open this workbook, the moment we open this workbook, it will check what date we have in the order date and it will load all the date in the parameter. So these options will make this parameter is dynamic. I hope that's clear. So that's it. That's about this video. Thank you.